MAILE Shimabukuro. This is my son, Keani. And we're here on March 6, 2010. And we're at the Kahumana Cafe. And the reason for this gathering is we wanted to send a special mahalo to the volunteers who have been watering the Miley Point pathway across Kaukama Road for the past, it's been about a year and a half now. And we've had these faithful people you see behind me that have been going every week, some of them more than once a week, to water and maintain the plants that we've planted there. And if you take a look at that path, which open to the public across Kaukama Road by Sea Country, you'll see the efforts of their labor, and it's beautiful. We've got, you know, probably about a good 25 yards, what do we say, of native plant, mostly native plants all along that pathway, and it's just beautiful. Some of them have grown very healthy, and it's because of these volunteers behind me that work very hard in the hot sun. And there's no water source by the pathway, by the way. So these volunteers have to bring the water in and carry the buckets and carry the bottles of water by hand. And a lot of them too, they also, there he goes, a lot of them also pick weeds while they're at it, pick rubbish, and just make sure that the path is safe and stable. So there's actually three main people that came today that are kind of the three core volunteers that water. And that would be Roy Resentis and his wife. So hopefully get some shots of them. And then there's Yvonne Angot, who came, and she's got a party of 8, because it's just not only her, but it's her and her whole family that water that pathway. And then we have Carol Bonham, who lives near the area, and she single-handedly waters once a week. And then we've got Don and Delora Hutton, who have been our faithful videographers who have documented this project from day one. So we wanted to make sure that you folks were here too. So we're so excited because this food here that we're about to eat at Kahumana Cafe, much of it is grown here on this property and elsewhere in Waianae, and local whenever possible. A lot of it is organic. It's very healthy and wonderfully prepared. And as you can see, it's a beautiful setting here in Lululele Valley. So this is just a wonderful restaurant. I encourage anyone watching to come and check out. They have a website. If you look up Kahumana Cafe online, and I think their website is something like kahumanafarm.org. But highly encouraged. The food is fabulous. So mahalo to all the hard-working volunteers and the many others. You know, there's many others who also have come to the various cleanup days we've had. And we thank all of you for all of your hard work. There's so many people that have worked hard. And we look forward to this pathway continuing to get more and more beautiful as the time goes on. And we're going to continue our work. You know, we're moving. The next area of focus actually is Sewers Beach across from Pizza Hut in Waianae. And there's an area on the path there that it's kind of uneven. So if you're walking and you get to that point, you kind of have to carry your bike or whatever, because it's uneven. So we're going to work on that area next, trying to level it out a bit and plant some nice plants there. Just in the little, there's a small, maybe a quarter-mile area across Pizza Hut in Waianae. So we're going to just kind of make our way along the coast that way and try to look, you know, patchwork style, you know, look at the little areas that need to be improved to eventually make our whole coast walkable, bikeable, you know, baby carriageable, wheelchairable. Great project. So mahalo, and I hope that you'll get to know some of the volunteers on this project today. I'm here now with Yvonne Angot, and as I mentioned earlier, she's one of our key watering volunteers at the Miley Point pathway. And so, Yvonne, would you like to just say a little bit about what you're doing out at the pathway and what your pattern is?
Okay, when we heard the call through the newspaper from Representative Miley, I told the clients that I work with at the day program that we should help our community, because after all, we live here. So we took one day at first, yeah. But then we water now 2 days, and everybody goes with their jug full of water, and they go one plant, one jug, and it's growing beautifully. And it's been over a year, yeah. And surprisingly, the plants have weathered the storms, and it makes the clientele feel very worthwhile.
Oh,
yeah, and it's expanded to even beyond. Watering plants. We do clean up with you.
Yes.
We also work with the youth program in Waianae. I guess those connected with the rainbows.
Terrific.
And then we distribute food. We're a food pantry for Hawaii Food Bank.
What days do you water, by the way, just so
We go Wednesdays. If we miss Wednesdays, then we go Friday.
Okay, so Wednesday or Friday.
Yeah, Wednesday or Friday.
Terrific.
But Thursday was your day that nobody was watering.
So you're doing Thursday too?
Yes.
So Wednesday or Friday and Thursday?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's nobody, so thank you.
But you know, they remind us, the staff, we got to fill up the water bucket. And then here we go. Load them up and then we're there.
Oh, cute.
So they're really seeing the plants grow. It gives them that satisfaction.
Oh, well, thank you again.
And where else? Where else are you planting? I understand that you're doing another
The next
trail.
place we're going to do is Sewers Beach. So across from Waianae Pizza
right.
Hut. Yes.
Okay.
So that's going to be
We'll
our
be there.
next little
Count us
area.
in.
Just from the end of the parking lot until Pokai Bay Street. It's a small kind of about the same size. Well, maybe a little bit longer, but about similar size.
Okay.
Because it's uneven there, and people, their bikes, they have to carry their bikes there, and so just going to improve that small patch, you know, to make it more level.
Keep an eye open and ear open as to when we start, and we're going to be there.
Thank you so much, Yvonne. Well, you go enjoy your lunch.
Thank you. Thank you.
We are back with another volunteer who goes to the pathway regularly. This is Carol Bonham, and she has been very faithfully watering at least once a week for quite some time.
Well, about 2.5 years ago, my son was visiting from the mainland, and he got involved in a beach cleanup. And he got me involved in the beach cleanup. And he went back to the mainland, and by then I had made the connections with MAILE and Karen.
And I hope you enjoyed your lunch today.
Fabulous lunch, absolutely wonderful.
And I wanted to tell the audience that the lunch was sponsored by Aloha Care, who gave us a generous grant for this program, which is to work on this pathway project. And so as our, one of our ending things, we wanted to say mahalo to Aloha Care, who provided the funding to do this kind of activities with our volunteers. And it's been a very valuable thing because the volunteers got to meet each other today, and we had to coordinate our schedules, who's doing what, when. We had to talk about some of our next steps. So it was a very valuable time here. But thank you to Aloha Care for sponsoring this and making this possible.
Indeed, I second that.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful project. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So, thank you.
No, thank you. I love being part of it.
Thank you.